Welcome back to our channel, where we discover the latest wonders of the universe and advanced scientific breakthroughs today. Get ready to have your mind blown, because we are going to delve into an amazing discovery that can change our perspective. Habitable planets. As we know, it's been a dream of humanity to discover a new planet beyond Earth, a place where life can thrive easily as it exists on Earth. Well, to our surprise, scientists have just discovered planets that are potentially more habitable than Earth. But how did scientists stumble upon these habitable planets? What features of these planets set them apart from our Earth? How could these discoveries impact the future of human colonization? Let's find out. 30 years back, there was no scientific proof that life can exist on any other planet aside from Earth, in the contemporary world. Thanks to old technological and scientific advancements, we have discovered more than 5,300 exoplanets. Initially, these exoplanets mostly included large gas balls, but as our scientific capabilities enhanced, we become able to discover smaller and Earth-like planets. You will be surprised to know that scientists have already discovered such exoplanets, which are similar to Earth. Not only one planet, but more than 50. The environmental condition of these planets is similar to Earth, which makes them more habitable than Earth. As scientists continue to discover habitable planets, they started to uncover whole planetary systems with several potentially habitable planets. The Milky Way galaxy includes several such systems that revolve around stars similar to our Sun, but unfortunately, the planets which are orbiting closely around these stars are extremely hot, which makes them unsuitable for supporting life. Now we have learned about planets with hotter stars, but what will happen to those planets which orbit colder and fainter stars? The habitable about Gliese 667, also known as GJ 667. It is basically a triple star system that is located in the constellation of Scorpius, which is 23 light-years away from Earth. At an average system of 12.5 astronomical units, they're located in a system known as GJ 667b, which is also a K-type orange-red dwarf. Its mass is about 69% and its visual luminosity is about 5% of our star. The most interesting star here is the third one, which is known as Gliese 667 cubic centimeters. It is an M-type red dwarf star whose mass and radius are only 1/3 of the Sun, despite its small size. GJ 667 cubic centimeters is an astonishingly rich planetary system. At first, scientists observed that there were only 3 exoplanets that orbit GJ 667 cubic centimeters. But after reanalyzing the data and making other observations, they discovered that there may be 6 planets. In this planetary system, 4 of them are potentially more habitable super-Earth. Now you must be curious about the term super-Earth. This term is basically used to explain a planet that is larger than Earth, but no larger than gas giants like Saturn and Jupiter. These planets might be made of rocks or ice having a similar atmosphere to Earth that could support life. The closest planet to Gliese 667 cc is a blazing hot world at 200 C. This exoplanet has a very thick atmosphere and completes the orbit around its host star in only 7 days. Hence, the 3 highly habitable planets of the GJ 667 system are all situated farther distance from their host stars, with great candidates for habitability. The year of Gliese 667 cubic centimeters lasts just 28 Earth days. The star GJ 667 cubic centimeters has a similarity index of 0.85 with the Earth, and is also known as Holy Grail. Due to the low energy output, the habitable zone that surrounds the red dwarf GJ 667 cubic centimeters is located near the star, which ranges from 0.11 astronomical units to 0. Comparatively, Earth is at a distance of 1 astronomical unit from the Sun. Surprisingly, our Earth could be converted into ice if it orbits the star C at the same distance. The GJ 667 cubic centimeters orbits around the star. GJ 667 cubic centimeters is likely to be locked with it with eternal day on one side and eternal night on the other. Hence, it is observed that the temperature difference between the two sides of GJ 667 cubic centimeters would be drastic. And ultimately, this difference has a major influence on the overall temperature of this exoplanet. This planet receives 10% less light as compared to light Earth receives from the Sun, as all the light it receives is infrared. The planet ultimately ends up getting the same amount of energy as Earth gets from the Sun. This phenomenon helps the planet to preserve water on its surface, and hence it has the same climate as our Earth. As scientists are still unable to find the atmosphere and thickness of the planet, it is impossible to assume the exact surface temperature of GJ 667 cubic centimeters. Hence, the scientists ended up assuming that if the planet has Earth-like surrounding atmosphere, it would transfer hot and equalize the temperature around the whole exoplanet. With a temperature of 30 Celsius on the night side, living on this exoplanet would be a different experience. The dull reddish light of GJ 667 cubic centimeters planet is due to the light of its star. The other two first stars, GJ 667a and b, are located much farther than the distance between Pluto and the Sun. However, the suns of the GJ 667a and b would still be visible as bright stars during the daytime, and they would shine brightly during the nighttime. It is also observed by scientists. Living on GJ 667 cubic centimeters would be nothing like we are used to on Earth because of its higher mass. Here the intense mass of the exoplanet means the different gravitational acceleration on the surface of GJ 667 cubic centimeters. As the exoplanet has a rocky surface, its gravitational acceleration would be about 60% more than that of the Earth. To prove it with an example, you can say if a person weighs 80 kilograms on Earth, he would weigh up to 130 kilograms on GJ 667 cubic centimeters in this case. The atmospheric pressure would be only a few times higher, but if the atmosphere of GJ 667 cubic centimeters is similar to Venus, the atmospheric pressure could be several hundred times higher. Despite the location of GJ 667 cubic centimeters in the habitable zone, still, it may not have the same environmental condition as Earth. Hence, the life on GJ 667 cubic centimeters would have to adapt to potentially high atmospheric pressure, low and fluctuating light, and regular flares. But it does not mean life cannot exist on this exoplanet, because we have already seen remarkable examples of life adaptability on Earth. Hence, life can adapt to such fluctuation if the planet is habitable. Now we will explore other potentially habitable planets, which are almost similar to each other. The first one is GJ 667 and the other one is GJ 667 compared to. Both of these planets are located at a far distance from their parent star, which means they get comparatively less energy. Hence, these stars are cold to support life on them. But due to the thick atmosphere of these planets, they can become habitable as a thick atmosphere can trap heat and maintain habitable temperature conditions. It is a very rare observation that scientists spotted 3 planets in the habitable zone of the same planetary system. It is also observed from one study that there are 5 planets in GJ 667 cubic centimeters system that are estimated to receive solar radiation, making them all potential candidates for habitability. Scientists have also observed that the habitable zone around GJ 667c has 2 boundaries, inner and outer boundary. Any planet which orbits within the range of star C can sustain life on them as they have favorable conditions for liquid water to exist on its surface. If any planet is very close to its star, the heat will make the planet inhabitable as too much heat converts water to vapors. Hence, it was concluded that only the planets which are located at the inner edge of the habitable zone with large masses are resistant to the greenhouse effect simultaneously. If a planet is too far away from its star, there's a risk of it being covered with ice. The existence of densely packed planetary systems, like GJ 667c, points out the existence of more potentially habitable planets. All thanks to the latest advanced telescopes that helped scientists to unveil the mysteries of the universe. There comes an end to this mind-blowing journey, where we explored the planets that are more habitable than Earth. Remember that universe is full of hidden mysteries which never fail to amaze us. We are fortunate that we live in a time where technology enables us to explore distant worlds and enhance our knowledge about the cosmos. Thanks for watching.